morning. It's windy out today, but we melted a lot of snow. I'll kind of show you around just my yard here. You know, there's still a lot of snow to melt, but it's leaving ever so slowly. So I've been changing oil. Got all these tractors and semis to change oil on, get ready for spring's work, which is hopefully right around the corner. It's probably 3 weeks away yet. So I'm gonna go feed cows, check calves, see what's going on over there. Well, we've had a couple really warm days. We had a 60-degree day and a couple 50s, so we lost a lot of snow. It's amazing how fast it does melt. Today it's 39 for the high. It's in the middle 30s right now, but it's not going to warm up too much today or tomorrow. But after the next couple days, it warms up in the 50s again. So it did melt. If you can turn you around here and look, there's a lot of ground showing. I don't know, just what, 5 days ago? No, maybe 6 when I videoed. You know, everything was white. So it's melted. It's amazing how fast it does go. You know, and a lot of places are flooding. You know, watch the news at night. There is areas in North Dakota that people are having some flooding issues, but we don't have that problem here. The ground must have been open because we don't see any water running anywhere along the road ditches or wherever there's a lot of big drifts. You think you would see water running? Don't have that. So it must all be going in the ground. That's a good thing for us anyway here. You know, I imagine there is water running in places, but you know, I travel my mile square area here every day. You know, my life is cattle right now with calving, so there's not a lot of traveling going on, but I don't see nothing around our immediate area, let's put it that way. So it's been good. Well, my fence is still buried. I'm sure that'll all be on the ground and tore. In my last video, I talked about pushing my hay fence open. Here's what it looks like now. There's that drift I pushed that was really big. It's all gone pretty much. I mean, of course it's still there, but it's a lot smaller. So the snow is disappearing. That's a good feeling. We've had a long winter. I think we had snow in early November, so it's been white, you know, a long time. It's nice to have something brown to look at. So my tractors are, of course, are still terribly dirty, and we're gonna wash them. But it don't pay to do anything until after it's, you know, dried up some. This mud is still pretty bad. It's gonna stay that way for a while, so we'll wash them as soon as we can. It's amazing how fast my workload has let up. With calving slowing up, you know, we got, I don't know, 35 cows left to calve. They're really slow. 1 a day, 2 a day. And these cows here, all waiting for their food. This girl here, she likes to be a problem. But the last 35 here will be a lot slower. Hey girl. So the workload is really, geez, in the last week it's gotten really good. It's gotten a lot easier, put it that way. With the weather warming up, snow melting. I am feeding on a hill here. I've been doing that for the last week. Trying to keep the calves dry out of the low spots, and they're doing very well. So I'll show you the calves here in a minute. As soon as I get this net wrap off, struggling here with one hand. So Just give me a minute and I'll show you calves. Okay, girls. Come on. Well, I'm here by the calf shelters. I can turn you around and show you what this looks like. It's a mess. And it's really soft. There's a lot of moisture in this straw. So there's not a lot of calves that hang around here anymore. And there's a few, but most of them are by the cows where I feed on that hill. So they're all pretty spry and happy. Well, it is Friday, April 14th, I believe, and today's the day the cows are getting a little cow candy. I'm giving them some corn silage. I have to bucket it because it's so muddy that I'll never be able to pull my feed wagon, so it'd be tough. So this is the next best thing. I just unroll them hay and give them a little corn silage. Well, as always, I run through all the cows, check everything out, make sure we're all happy, no sick calves. It's been pretty good, can't complain. Our calves have been pretty good, pretty healthy. Has a lot to do with, I suppose, keeping them out of the slop. But anyway, they're doing pretty good. As we transition out of calving and into springs work, just like for everybody else, it's going to pick up again and get busy. Another reason why I'm feeding these cows on this side of the pasture on this hill is to keep them away from, you know, that fence that I showed you buried in the snow. you know, I'm trying to keep them away from all these fences that are down, because eventually they're going to wander all over the pasture as it gets nicer, and hopefully by then I can get my fences fixed so they don't travel out of this quarter of land here. But speaking of transition into other labor, I have to get ready for seeding, and one project is my anhydrous tanks. One of them is broken, the running gear underneath, so I gotta see if I can't dig these out one of these days. I might even try it here right now, see how that goes. Yeah, and this cattle crossing got broke this year, so I got one wire up here on this gate, but I need to get that gate dug out too, and them are the tanks. I gotta try to get in here. I'm thinking I can maybe do it. I don't know. I'd like to get them closer to home, so if I got time I can get them working, or I can work on them. How do you like them apples? It's windy out, hopefully you can hear me, but got her dug open. And what do you guys think? Think I should fix this, or should I leave it go? Yeah, that probably won't work that way. Well, these are our yearling heifers. You know, we always keep enough heifers around to replace the bottom end or the older cows every fall when we PG, so I should have brought some hay over for these girls, but and we got a steer in here too, of course. Got to keep one of them to keep the family happy. But anyway, we're gonna start this tractor right here. Needs to be serviced, and it needs a washing, but that'll have to be for a warmer day. Starting, like I said, it is today again. It's going to be near 40. It's not quite there yet, but good tractor. It starts. I'm pretty sure last year at this time we were in the field before the blizzard. That was. Well, as the oil drops, I'm going to leave you again till next week. You guys have a good one. hopefully you all have spring fever. Let's get rid of this winter. Take it easy. Thanks for watching.